Hey, what is going on, MLB family? Yesterday we showed you guys the monthly rewards program and we had to get going on that pretty hard. There's also the Carlos Santana that dropped, so hit the like for me. Let's roll into this today. Let's have a good time. Okay, so the first thing we want to look at is always something here. Let's take a look. Tops now, right? So a lot of people are like, oh, do I buy a bunch of Tops Now cards? Do I invest? Well, did their price change a lot? Not really there. But one thing that definitely happened was the silvers tanked. They tanked, right? Look at that. Look at the tank job they had there. They were like max price and then they fell completely, right? They definitely fell quite a bit there, and nothing else really changed. We didn't invest in these cards, so just makes sense. It is what it is. Old silvers obviously still have a little bit of price in them, and then the golds and the diamonds, they didn't do much. Now, my favorite part about yesterday was the 42 cards coming out. Okay. So there was so many people obviously getting these packs, which completely crashed the price of so many of these cards. The question now is, do they rise again or not? Because people need a lot of these cards, right? You got to have all of them. If you're doing Jackie, you got to have all of them, right? It's still pricey, 250K. Should you go get more? Tell you what, I'm a little scared. Now that we've seen an event with 42 packs and now we've seen here, it's a little scary. You could risk it there, but am I going to risk it there? No, not really. Another thing that had happened yesterday is Mr. Santana, right? When he came out, if you saw the video, he was like 60 odd K and he has since gone up. Obviously, a very desirable card there. So always keep an eye on those things, right? When those cards drop, they're normally pretty cheap. Keep an eye on it going forward. Now, as for the program progress, third inning, we're at 275 now. Obviously got a little bit of help from the monthly award collection here. We finished the conquest. Haven't finished these two guys yet, obviously. So that is still in progress. A monthly awards collection was indeed completed. Now, we even had a question for ourselves here of, did we want to complete these or not? Because obviously you need to collect a lot of cards here. And when you're collecting a lot of cards, these cards all have value. So everyone will say, oh, it's free. It's free. It's not really free when you can actually spend these stubs elsewhere if you sold all these cards. There was a couple hundred to maybe we'll call it 200,000 stubs worth of cards in here, right? But I know for us, and our point was, no, we're gonna do it because A, we're gonna need those cards for future collection, and then B, we'll sell this 42 card we get. We'll have Simeon right here, all done, great. No problems for us here. Not a lot of people really finished it yet. Even like when we see the green and the orange parallels are kind of low still. I mean, it's only been 24 hours, but still would have thought maybe a little bit more. As for some of these other cards, interesting. People are going to obviously be investing in live series cards for the roster update. It's not my thing. Okay. I know you guys will probably want to know what do we do? What should we do here? I don't know. There are, to be honest, much better baseball minds out there who are going to be putting up videos on roster predictions. So follow along there. As for the change, obviously we did have to add Mr. Santana in here and just trying other guys out here as well now that we've made World Series. Okay to give guys a couple more tries, right? See who else you really, really like. And as always, what happens here in MLB is because of these collections, you end up with a lot of cards which have value. And again, you do collect. So what we don't know when the next big collection is going to be, obviously nobody knows, but us just sort of trying to be ahead on these things is key. So even for like tops now, you needed 30 cards for Rivera. Well, now we've got a lot of them, right? So we'll be ready for that whenever that comes around. Same thing, I've been talking about prospects for a while here. We wanted to make sure that we've got all of these guys. So there's a couple we don't even have here, but I believe we basically have everyone else except like the really, really expensive guys. And not sure if we want to invest in that or not, but I do expect another prospect card to come out very soon. Got to expect that. I mean, Kalenic, maybe they're waiting on someone to be called up for part of the collection. Who knows? But again, it's all about just being prepared, being ready. If you're going big in the collections, this is going to be a good time. There's a new kitchen sink pack coming out on Friday as well. That's something you want to keep an eye on. Remember from the kitchen sink pack last time, Rob Dibble was obviously the big one. His price hasn't really changed a whole lot. Again, keep in mind if they do flash sales, keep an eye on this card. It is a very good card. But we'll also probably look at picking up some of these other guys as their prices do drop with stuff. Again, but we don't want to be collecting cards for 20, 30K right now for the future because they could just drop, right? And see them drop someone like Tim Salmon's card, right? Pretty cheap card. Not expensive at all. And then we can still, obviously, like we can get more cards here. Try not to collect Trevor Story, who is a monster. Look at these. This is all in Hall of Fame hitting right here. Not a lot of games, but good. He's a good card. He's a good card. He's a good card. So just keep in mind stuff like that. What we do have Friday again with roster update. Things are going to change. The kitchen sink pack. What you will want to do is if you can snag those cheap cards from the first round, that's what you may want to do and end up doing. So here, let's do a little packy at the end here. Just to see if we can get a little bit lucky. My pack luck has been pretty poor lately. Getting trolled with that Tim Salmon card yesterday was really made me upset. It is what it is. We'll pull something good again. Tony Gonsolin, that card is basically useless. Now keep in mind too, if you think a card is going to be getting downgraded on Friday, you may want to be looking at getting rid of it, especially if it's going to change tiers, diamond to gold, gold to silver, whatnot. Again, that's totally up to you. I'm not telling you what to do. Not my thing, right? Not my thing. But these are not the packs. Packs are so bad. Packs are so bad. Had someone ask me yesterday which bundle they should buy. It's like none. Why? Don't buy packs. Even for us here, like what I do on here for this, if I wasn't making a video, would I open a pack? No, I would not. I would not at all. It just have such poor value. It's not a bad thing, but they used to be a lot better as the year goes on. They're just not great. But again, what should you invest in? Just keep an eye on stuff, right? Normally I would have said the kitchen sink stuff. You could kind of take a look at it. But even if we look at who's the best card? O'Day here, right? His price sort of fluctuates a little bit there. Nothing real crazy with it either. So I don't really see a lot of just base low risk investments at this time. Even when we look at some of these other cards, I don't see a lot of it. We just got the big collection. A lot of this stuff scares me to put some stubs into. It really is like stub building season right now. You know, we've spent a lot of stubs to get Santana, to get lighter. Obviously, we got Story from actually doing the BR stuff. But then again, selling stuff off. So we were at 1.8 million. We're definitely not there anymore. And again, that's okay because I don't think we're going to need all those stubs forever and ever. You know, we can see some of these cards that we do have, which we're not even using, right? How many of these cards can we actually sell? I think the answer is none, you know, because you just keep locking these cards in over and over and over and over. Not that they're bad cards, because they are indeed good cards. Even when we look at the pen, a couple cards in here, but again, some of these cards we have indeed collected from doing stuff. And then the starters, the big one is still Fernando, whose price is dropping, but he does so good, so we just hold on to him. So I'm not overly worried about it. But right now, make your stubs. Make sure you go to those conquest maps, get all those hidden packs, and do all that sort of stuff. Take what's there and just stack. Just stack, because a big time is coming in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Just do all you can for 3 weeks. That's all I'm saying. Be great. See you guys later. I'm out. Peace.